contact with your company somehow, and then we'll try to set up a trade.
There's gonna be a ransom, huh? This'll go on my permanent record.
I was kidnapped and ransomed once. This is gonna go on my permanent record.
No one will ever hire me because I was kidnapped by pirates.
Well, miss, you have a fantastic resume. Absolutely at the top of our list. You're highly educated. You have a ton of experience. But you were right.
Okay, dude, that's going too far. That's really...
Quality Joe!
That's where we're taking this? Why would you do that? Like, I don't even... What goes on in your head?
I did that so you could put it at the beginning of the episode and make everyone hate me.
Well, it's definitely going at the beginning of the episode now.
Ah, fuck!
Whenever I sang my songs on the stage on my own, whenever I said my words, wishing they would be heard, I saw you smiling at me. Was it real or just my fantasy? You'd always be there in the corner of this tiny little bar.
Hi, and welcome to Cover by Cover. I'm Axel Bastard.
Yar, you sure be.
This week, we're going to be...
We're heading down to the high decks for swashbuckling adventures, tales untold on the high seas.
This week's anime
You scurvy
is...
dogs be in for a treat this turn of the glass.
Oh, you know what? Fuck this! Fuck this! Give me this! Give me this! Give me this,
No,
too!
what the fuck?
God! This is not what we're doing! This is over. It's done. Done. This week, we're doing an anime that doesn't have anything to do with pirates at all.
What?
No pirates.
What? No. What were you expecting me to get from the DVD cases? There's everything but the fucking SEAL team on here. What?
Yeah, there sure is. But, you know, I was expecting us to handle modern pirates and not fucking Jack fucking Sparrow pirates. This week, Black Lagoon.
Yes, welcome once again to Premature Adaptation Theater, where Black Lagoon is based on an ongoing manga series. At the very least, though, we can say for sure that Madhouse has its animation guns fully stocked to face the challenge of making shit up as they go along. So it's only proper to assume that it's going to be very, very pretty to look at.
I just don't know how you could go wrong with bandits, guns, hot chicks, and more guns.
Well, maybe since the official summary calls them pirates.
Alright, fine. Mercenaries. Anyway, this is a story that, according to its author, is inspired by the collective works of John Woo, Quentin Tarantino, and Stephen King, among others.
And let us not forget, actual piracy cases from the East China Sea.
Fuck it. Black Lagoon.
So we begin with a face-bleaching barrage of events as our main character, Rokuro Okajima, is established as a Japanese businessman, kidnapped by a woman who clearly needs shorter cutoffs, along with some disc or something, and then gets dragged off to the show's actual plot.
Are you okay over there? Do you need some help?
I got it.
Sorry, I just didn't see that one coming.
Japan is drifting further away.
Good. The further away from Japan we get, the further we get from tentacle hentai. I'm okay with this.
Speaking of Japan, it's time for things to get really convoluted.
Today at approximately 4 p.m., a certain Bougainvillea Trade Company contacted us wishing to negotiate an agreement for the safe return of our disc, which was stolen from the Melanesia earlier today. They're the Russian Mafia. Well, to be exact, they're a front for the branch that aims to take top position.
So, just making sure I follow. The pirates from the East China Seas are associated with the Russian Mafia, and they're robbing Japanese businesses. And Melanesia, where they just were, is off the coast of Australia. Wow, could we possibly get more geographically unmoored? Why spread events all over the world so unnecessarily? Complicated does not equal brilliant, guys.
After completely displacing the Chinese mafia, most likely they're out to Southeast Asia where the barter is going to take place.
What, are they then going to seek amnesty from Switzerland and stop off in Amsterdam? Yeah, maybe head south through the US and hit some Mexican drug cartels? Oh, come on, I know you can circle the entire globe in 3 minutes. Just leave everyone utterly lost while you're at it.
Well, what it basically boils down to is that the Russian mafia is blackmailing the company for the disc.
We have just received a report from Jakarta.
Knock it off! As I was saying, apparently Slut Girl's pirate crew is just the go-between, and they're not exactly thrilled about their prospects.
Think about it. We're getting paid 20 grand for this job. Only 20 grand! What's wrong with collecting a bonus by asking for a ransom?
You're being too simple-minded.
You wanna die, Benny?
Not really.
So, who's gonna negotiate with Japan? You?
Fine then! We'll just shoot his ass and throw him overboard! Stop it!
Damn it! Don't damage the ship!
Shut up!
Oh my. Could you possibly be more grating and painfully loud? Well, I'm glad we've already been delivered our headache for the duration.
She's on her period. It's the only explanation. What? Can't you read? So our motley crew, oh yeah, end up in some bar that I'm going to assume is in Bangkok because prostitutes. And also because we've been everywhere else, so why not? After some emasculating and cajoling from Revy, Rox finally had enough.
As a rule, I hate chugging drinks like some teenager, but I'll make an exception.
Hey, bartender!
Bring us all the Bacardi you got right now!
Naturally, seeing as they've both had enough alcohol to kill a horse, they become sober on a dime when private mercenaries shoot up the bar, and sober enough to be total badasses.
Don't cry, dipshit. Don't you know you gotta enjoy life, or it'll slip away.
Reverend, I think now's a good time to show him why you're called Two Hands.
Because she's got 2 hands?
I don't get it. Hey! You know why they call me 10 Fingers? Why? It's because I got 10 fingers. So Revy goes super mega badass because she's apparently the master of drunken gunplay, but only gets so far.
Don't come back here, Remy! You pain in the ass! You owe me for all this damage, you understand? Or else I'm gonna weld your asshole shut and make you a new one on your head!
Got it.
Okay, Anime, if you say so. You'll weld her asshole shut and give her a new one on her forehead? That doesn't sound badass. That sounds like a one-liner a 6-year-old would give Arnold Schwarzenegger in a remake of Predator.
You son of a bitch.
I'll weld your asshole shut and give you a new one on your forehead.
The fuck you say, Cracker?
So the crew escapes via sudden Thailand Camaro, and for some reason this oddly pleases the mercenary commander.
Well, Storm, we're not dealing with some random amateurs here. In fact, they scored quite a victory against us today. In Liberia, all we had to shoot at were tired old men and little brats. Too slow and no fight left in them.
Oh, son of a... Really? This guy again?
What the hell's the point of shooting at targets that don't scream or bleed?
Well, cue up the sound bites. Better put them to good use while we can.
I've got balls of steel.
So as the crew jets off into the sunrise, Dick Kickham gives chase, unloading on them, and...
Will someone tell me why the hell I have to suffer like this?
Huh. Well, that was a weird place to end it. What was with the somber, depressing music all of a sudden? I have no idea. Next episode? Guess you might as well. The next episode plays out pretty much like a gloriously cliché action movie. First, after our heroes head off into the heart of darkness, our ridiculous villain gets even more ridiculous.
Hey, Maya.
Sir?
I'm getting real hard right now, just imagining how they're gonna react to a situation like this.
Looks like it's time for me to go postal.
Sure, because why kill them now? Then we wouldn't have a show, right?
Rokuro, or Rock as we're calling him now, goes from Shinji bitch
Why should I have to suffer for all this crap my boss got us involved in?
to tactical badass on a dime.
If you think about it, this is just a big game of chicken, right? This boat's armaments and speed, that sunken ship we passed, I'm pretty sure we have everything we need.
And it all culminates in a gloriously ludicrous action climax.
Fine course now. Both of you get back in the cabin.
They're gonna use that old wreck as a shield? It won't do much good. Hey, Maya!
Yes, sir.
Once they're clear, we'll nail them with a single shot. We're gonna put an end to this war once and for all. You're about to get fucked, baby!
300 feet to go. 150. 100.
Fire number one! Fire number two!
You got fucked.
But then, unfortunately, the show doesn't know when to quit. We see them hand off the disc to the Russian mafia and the Japanese businessmen, so why was the mafia even there? Anyway, they adopt Rock into their pirate crew because he's proven himself to be a stone-cold badass, but then...
Good morning to everybody who's presently aboard the St. Joan.
Why won't you wear that Hawaiian shirt I got for you at the market? It's a good fit.
Because we happen to be at work?
The China bowl at Cow Han. Always sells out quickly.
Well, for one, why did they just make Rock look like a pussy again? And B, why do we keep going from over-the-top awesome action cheese to these sorrowful, contemplated funeral dirges? Did you just say 1 and B? I think you just said 1 and B. Whatever. Would you continue watching or not? Oh, that's actually a tough one. This series does have some good going for it. When it's fun, and you can see the Tarantino influence shining through with Revi's girl with the gun character, so I'm sure there's a lot of potential here. But the show tends to weigh itself down in convoluted exposition that just doesn't need to be there, when the simple aspects of the show's premise are what work the best. It also doesn't help that the whole pointless mafia subplot comes off as being way too serious in tone when the main plot is busy being self-aware and pure fun. It just comes off as unfocused.
The art and animation are of course second to none, as is the Madhouse way. But the show actually doesn't spend enough time showing off. I want 10 of those helicopter battles, but something tells me I won't be seeing them. As we said, the show also seems a bit unsure of itself as the dub tries a little too hard to be hardcore, and the writer's hand is clearly visible. But forced moments aside, the show seems to have a firm foundation to work from, and as long as it improves upon it and continues to move forward, I could see it being a great watch, and definitely one that I'd want to see.
Well, I hope next time we get to look at something a little more balls out awesome. You know, I think I've got the perfect idea for something to do.
Really?
But until then, this has been Cover by Cover, and I'm JT Camp.
And I'm Will Ryan, reminding you,
Yar? Fuck you!